What's up, Windhawks? We're finishing off our student interviewee series with our very own freshman interviewee, Miles Rasmussen. So, Miles, with this situation going on, everyone, usually thinks about the seniors and possibly the juniors. But I think you freshmen have been overlooked in some ways because freshman year is hard enough as it is. It's a new building, harder classes. It's just the overall, new atmosphere to adjust to. So tell us, how have you handled this situation fitting all of that criteria?
Well, Lacey, it's been difficult to find motivation to do all the work that we need to get done. But, setting aside time and making sure that we get the work done, set certain times that we just dedicate to work, get away from the crowd,
Yeah, that's one thing high school teaches you above all is that it teaches you how to handle your own schedule. And usually in your freshman year, you kind of ease into that, but now all of a sudden it happens all at once. So I imagine it's been quite a difficult time at times. So I'm glad to see you're doing well, right, Miles? Right? Turning all the work, being a good boy. Glad to hear. And I'm curious to ask, what was your reaction when you realized that this was going to be the fate of the rest of your freshman year?
Definitely shocked. I was pretty bummed. It's difficult because you're not going to get to finish the year in the presence of your friends.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard.
So then one of the hardest things to adjust to by far for everyone is online schooling, And I talked with Mr. Feldman, weeks prior. Gosh, it feels so long ago. But I mentioned to him, some students could really struggle with this, especially students with siblings, because those are just constant distractions. So as someone with quite the interesting older brother and a younger sister on top of that, how have you adjusted and handled things to ensure that you got your work done well and in a timely manner?
Well, they're definitely a distraction, and so you got to make sure that you find time to just go in your room, lock yourself away, kind of just dedicate a certain amount of time, because if you don't do that, you're definitely not going to get much done.
Yeah, I definitely kind of have to balance the time to be extroverted, but you need that just flat-out introvertedness to stay disciplined sometimes, I know.
For sure, it's a survival mindset.
Yeah, and when that schoolwork's finally done, what kind of things do you look forward on doing to pass the time?
I'm a big runner, so I've been making sure I get outside, keep my sanity a little bit, running a lot, doing some biking,
Yeah, totally. Staying inside and staring at screens, too. I need a break, too. It's really nice to have the nice weather that we're having, to go outside and, remember that you're alive.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's an interesting question to bring up is that if this situation is happening in the wintertime, in winter, you can be happy as you want, but you're still moody because you haven't seen the sun in 3 weeks, Do you think if this happened in the wintertime, would you be handling this a little differently?
I would definitely be struggling a lot more. I need that nice weather to get outside and keeping it part of my life similar.
Yeah. And then, Miles, I've asked all of my, student interviewees, different questions throughout the times. But I've always kept one question the same. So to close out our student interviewee series, this is quite the honor, by the way. What would you tell students that could be watching this 10 years from now about what this situation has been like for you?
Well, I'd definitely say don't take actual school for granted because, you can wish the school year passed and school may not seem very fun, but right now, living this firsthand, this is a lot worse. Being in the actual building is really a blessing. Yeah,
the building may suck once in a while, but really nothing else compares to it, right?
That's very true.
All right, Miles, it's been an absolute pleasure interviewing you. Best wishes to you and your family as the school year finishes off. It went by so fast, right? Yeah, take care, Miles. That's all we got for you this week, Windhawks. And always make sure to check your weekly Hawk News update on Schoology. And if you're one of those kids that missed last week's episode, you can click right here to watch it. And as always, stay classy, Windhawks.